Public external debt is lower in 2017. The first one I told you is the total external debt. It's only 20.7% of GDP, while it was 27.1% in 2008 and 21.4% in 2013. About 93% of the public external debt falls under the category of medium and long term, while 7% is under the short term. Therefore, the risk appetite for further short-term borrowing to tide over payment difficulties cannot be ruled out, as the short-term public external debt to SPP reserve ratio is 5.5. Concessional loans still form more than half of the outstanding stock, and commercial loans account for only 1.6% of the total. Total stock of TDL on June 30th, 2017 stood at 79% of GDP, which is 16 percentage points higher than 2008 and 6 percentage points higher than 2013. Domestic debt now accounts for 70% of the TDL, up from 52% in 2008, while external debt is down to about 30%. Of the TDL, the share of gross public debt is 67.2% of GDP, which did not rise at the same speed as TDL. It rose 6.8 percentage points higher than 2008 and only 3.4 percentage points higher than 2013. To my own surprise, because I was not keeping a tab, the real culprit is the private sector debt, which has risen from 2% of GDP in 2008 to 11.5% in 2017. Therefore, you see this jump in the TDL GDP ratio. It is pertinent again to point out that for private sector debt, the government has no fiscal obligation, but it is the SPP's responsibility to provide foreign exchange to service the debt. So the central bank's objective is different from that of the Ministry of Finance. So I think we should try to understand that every institution has a different objective function, and they try to relate everything according to their objective function. And both can be right if we discriminate between the respective responsibilities.